Police and thieves in the street.
Shouldn't really be pulling out here. It's a blind turn, but I think the chief will let us go on that one.
Summertime in North Norfolk's Glaven Valley. Sergeant Dave Charles of Holt Division patrols the coastline looking for troublemakers. According to Sergeant Charles, there's a new antisocial craze amongst the area's younger generation. I ask him to elaborate.
They will take, got water pistols. They'll take the water pistols and they'll urinate in them, and then they'll fire them at
fire them at people.
That's right. Yeah, usually older holiday makers, obviously because they can't run away so easily.
Water pistol manufacturer Super Soaker has described the fad known as French pissing as shocking and sad. Sergeant Charles' partner, Sergeant Alun Satchworth, agrees. Satchworth has a no-nonsense reputation, and when they apprehend a young child with a water pistol, I notice he's quick to cover his identification number.
You can thank Officer Charles, because I wanted to take you and have a proper talk. He's willing to let this go.
Okay, so I'm going to let you out now.
In this case, while the child's pistol clearly contains nothing more than tap water, the officers deem the tone of the young boy's protests to be antagonistic and promptly arrest him.
Well, how old is he? What, 11? And he's already parading around with a weapon.
Keep your hands stick
Don't want us to kick off.
What we'll do is just go to the station now.
It was a birthday present.
Just take your hands off the lumbar support there.
Later on and back on the beat, the sergeants spot a suspicious vehicle in a lay-by and pull over to investigate.
Someone has pulled over and not left the hazards on. This is a lay-by, so that shouldn't have happened. Let's have a look at this.
Sergeant Satchworth approaches the vehicle and lets the driver off with a stern warning. I ask him why so cautious.
Can I be honest with you? As a policeman, you're always trained to keep your eyes open, watch for potential hazard spots. It's an ugly word, but I'm going to be honest with you. What was going through my head when I saw that parked car there, dogging, something that's come to the area past 10 years, is getting rapidly out of hand.
Is it becoming a big problem in the
Well,
area?
it's got celebrity status now, doesn't it? There's a lot of kids out there who will open the Sun on a Monday morning and they will see their favourite pop star.
Footballers, musicians.
They're all at it.
And people of all ages? Or just the kids?
All ages. What was the oldest bloke we caught? Just the other week, wasn't it?
He's in his 70s, well into his 70s. And we actually had to help him out of the car at the end, which was humiliating for him.
Norwegian fella. He was on a Saga cruise just off the North Sea.
Saga, the cruises.
That's right, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Often they'll dock, they'll come over, have a cup of tea.
And
his wife had to come pick him up.
The Glaven Valley is a haven for birds and attracts twitchers from all over the world. But with the bird-watching community increasingly prone to all-night drugs binges, Sergeants Charles and Satchworth now regularly patrol footpath hotspots.
What he's doing now is just having a look around the shrubbery, trying to see if there's anything here basically that shouldn't be here, whether it be broken glass. I hesitate to say syringes, it's something we've come across a few times. Something we don't like to see, but
it's not rife, is it? But it's not entirely absent either.
Davey, you check that out? Just by your right shoe. You check that out?
Right.
This is what we don't want to see.
Want to show them that, Alan?
Yeah. That's basically a baggie, what they'll call it. For you and me, it's a little plastic bag.
Someone's had a good time on that. Bit of gear.
What is that? What's in it?
What they'll do with it...
Don't you want to take it back to the station?
That's alright, post drugs in it. It's the drug satchel, is what we call it.
Next week on Norfolk Knights, the sergeants tackle out-of-hours illegal ice cream trading.
Well, we've got full-time vendors literally fighting each other to try and get hold of 2 hours on there.
2 hour slots, they're coming
so
slots.
The compromise is we divide it up evenly.
There's usually a free ice cream in it for us and all.
Usually, well, I said to him, are you trying to bribe a police officer?
That's right.
He said he wasn't. I paid for it, so he wasn't. He actually wasn't.
Until then, stay safe.
Police and thieves